All right, everybody here in Scoreville, let's give it up for the president, the CEO, Roger Norman, SCORE International.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, you know, there's so many people that we need to thank for helping put this whole course together, and you know, the list is miles long, as you can imagine. There's a lot of landowners in Mexico, great people that that have helped us put this together. The government of Baja has been incredibly helpful, and just everybody on our team. I'd like to thank everyone involved that's helped this whole year make this a fantastic season. The race for this year is going to be probably one of the toughest, well, it is the toughest loop race ever, and it's also the longest. It's going to be at least minimum of about 50 miles longer than anything that has been run before as a loop race. So that's going to be very exciting. We're going to be qualifying trophy trucks and Class 1 separate. We're going to be looking at giving a 10-minute gap between Class 1 and trophy truck to give those guys a little bit of open air, fresh air, give them a little better chance to win the overall. The pro motos are going to qualify as well, and it's going to be mixed. So however they do in qualifying is where they're going to start in the race, and it'll be mixed classes off the start line. They're going to be starting at 11 p.m. at night. The pro ATVs are going to be qualifying as well, and they're going to be mixed as well. So how you finish is how you start. Well, let's, why don't we unveil the course. Now, of course, we don't want anybody down there pre-running until the 25th. On the 24th, we're going to be, not that we don't want to be down there, it's just that the landowners don't want us, you know, making a lot of noise at night and tearing around their properties. So pre-running will start on the 25th. Here's the big map up here. Now, I'd like to thank Greg Garber and Abelardo Grijalva from Ensenada for the hard work that they've done in designing this course and putting it together, and all the work that they've done out on the race course. And I'll let Greg Garber explain to everybody a little bit about the course.
Okay, everybody, as Roger was saying, this is the longest loop race we've ever done. It's very exciting. A few of the parts will be familiar to you. Some parts won't be. Basically, we're coming out of Ensenada like we normally would, coming through Ojos Negros, past the Blue Gate. We'll be going down through Tres Hermanos and crossing over to cross the highway around 77, as we usually do, going up into the pine forest, into the pine trees. We're going up and around higher than the summit, up to Cobuso, and then coming back down through the hills, down the Cia Cortez route, all the way past San Felipe, and then down here around Puertecitos, we do pick up some highway. We'll be picking up the highway a lot of the way towards San Luis Gonzaga. Then we'll be passing from San Luis Gonzaga. We'll be going down through Cocos, the Calmuje Wash, and then across the highway around Los Cruceros, and then over to the famous silt beds there, La Paloma. And then we'll be staying along the coast, kind of fast through here, but nice, windy, fast, pretty flat road. And then going up through the hills, a lot of fun technical stuff here. And then all the way up and around till we get, we're going to be passing Catavina and everything way over here, and winding back over to here by the coast at Vicente Guerrero. and then coming along through Camaloo, up through the foothills, part of what we did in the 500. And then from Colonet, we go back up into the hills, up through the Sierras to Mike's, and then back on down through Tres Hermanos. We get very close to the outbound course here, but we don't hit it. And then back on up through here and to Ojos Negros and back into Ensenada. It's going to be very exciting, very fast, very different from everything before. A little bit what? Okay. Por mis amigos en español, pues es muy similar, muchas partes de la Baja 500, pero hay muchas partes diferentes. Son cosas que estoy muy emocionado por corrernos, como en Los Pinos, y ustedes le conocen la mayoría, aquí por Cobucho, y pasando este lado, ustedes son bien familiar con todo eso. Le pasó por aquí lo normal de las carreras locales de San Felipe y todo eso, y pasamos por San Luis Gonzaga y aquí por Camuje. Si ustedes no conocen, lo arroyo de Camuje está bien, bien bonito, y aquí por los Talcos, y los regresamos por puros cerros hasta llegarnos en el rumbo de Vicente Guerrero y Camalú. Y por aquí de Colonet subimos hasta las sierras otra vez y pasamos Ojos Negros y regresamos a Ensenada. Por seguro va a ser mucha diversión.
Thank you, Greg. You know, we're expecting about a 52 mile per hour average for this race, so it'll be a little over 17 hours. I've got some good news for everybody. The speed limit on the highway will be 60 miles per hour. 60. So go ahead and set up your vehicles for 60 miles an hour. You know, if you have speed controls, that's what it's going to be. Thank you, everybody. Anybody have any questions? Pre-running opens on the 25th. On the 24th in the evening, we'll be releasing all of the GPS maps and the KMZs and all of the course notes. Thursday night at 11 p.m., the motorcycles will be leaving the start line. And they're going to be going off in 2-minute intervals unless it's windy. If it's windy, we might tighten it up a little bit. But it'll be 2 minutes, and then for the sportsmen, it'll be a minute. What's that? First truck is off the line at 9 a.m. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, I'd like to remind everybody that on the 25th, when you start pre-running, that pre-running is not racing. Pre-running is needs to be run at a controlled speed, especially down on the south end of the course, down here from the coast inland to just above Catavina. That's 35 mile an hour maximum speed. That's a really high speed area. It would be a lot of fun to run it fast, and it's going to be great. You're going to love it during the race, but during pre-running, that's a very dangerous area, and we know if anybody is going too fast that somebody's going to get killed. So please, please control your speeds during pre-running. We're going to be doing a dirt live show in the next 2 weeks, where we'll be talking about what happens if you have an accident. Anybody have any questions? Any more questions? There you go. Cars and trucks are going to qualify first at 9 a.m. And then as soon as the cars and trucks are done, then we're going to start the motorcycles. So it'll probably be around 11 o'clock, 11:30, something like that. We're going to qualify 2 vehicles at a time on the course. So it should go pretty quick. Same spot as the 500. No, the Class 1 and Trophy Truck are going to be separate. They're going to be qualifying separate. There is going to be a 10-minute gap between the last Trophy Truck and the first Class 1 car off the line.
What happened with this thing?
Anybody else? Any other questions out there? Right now it's every 30 seconds. Starting for the trophy trucks will be every 30 seconds off the line. There is going to be a new class, Pro Ironman class, and the riders are required to run the whole race, not allowed to have any other rider on the bike. And it is a pro class, so it is running for money. Right now there is no sportsman cutoff. The motorcycle committee has decided that they feel it could be safe enough as long as all the sportsman riders are paying extremely close attention to what's going on behind them at all times, and we don't have any trouble, then we can continue to do it that way. But if we have trouble on this race, then it's going to go back to the cutoff. Any other questions out there? Here you go, George. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Roger. Let's give it up for Roger Norman right here. A great job putting it together.